Shanti Shanti.
Om Bhadram Karnebhiः Shrunuyam Devaः. Bhadram Pashyemakshabhiryajtraः. Sthirairangaistuštuvamsastanubhih. Vyashema devahitam yadayuh. Swasti na indro vriddhashravah. Swasti nः पूषा विश्ववेदाः. Swasti नस्तार्क्ष्यो अरिष्टनेमिः. Swasti नो बृहस्पतिर्दधातु. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Tadetat satyam yatha sudiptat pavakad visfulingaः. Sahasrashah prabhavante sarupaः. Tathaksharaad vibidhah somya bhavaः. Prajayante tatra chaivapi yanti. Next verse. Divyo hyamurtah purushah. Sabāhyābhyantaro yajah. Aprāno hyamanah shubhro. Yaksharat paratah paraha. Next. Etasmad jayate prano. Manas sarvendriyani cha. Kham vayur jyotirapaha. Prithvi vishvasya dharini. See, as I said that the first, right in the beginning itself, the Shastras, they present the ultimate truth in its supreme dimension, as I discussed the shloka. Yatta dadreshyam agrahyam agotram avarnam chakshushrotram. That is the 6th verse of the first Mundaka. Now that was the supreme, reasonable, rational presentation of the truth. But generally for our mind, which is always bogged down to the multifarious world, the truth, the reality of the multiple objects, the multiple situations, it becomes difficult to conceive of this abstraction. This abstraction is not easy. So then they come back to the lower level, primary level, giving some material illustrations so that we can slowly cultivate the abstract dimension in our mind. So this time I have not covered, last time I did. They had given 3 examples that like the spider weaving the net, the Brahman also, it creates the world from itself. Second example was like the Oshadhis, they grow, the herbs and plants, they grow on the earth and also get destroyed after some time. Like that, this world, the universe is coming out of the Brahman and again getting merged in it. And the third one was as the hair grows on our being, like that the Brahman creates the world and also it gets dissolved also, destroyed also. These are all material illustrations, but I had explained at that time that they all point out some subtle points which we should be able to catch. In that, the first example of the spider is that the material is not taken from outside, as many religious beliefs will be there. God is there and material is there, and with that he is throwing and creating the world. It is not like that. There is no material srishti of this kind. It is coming out of itself, going in itself. There is no further material created out of it at all. The second point was that as in the inert earth the herbs grow, which are living. So we cannot have that kind of causality. How did the living plants come from the inert earth? That means some sort of life form must have been there in the earth. The third one is just the reverse of it, that as the hairs which are inert, they grow on the living body. So they are giving all sorts of examples where our usual rational thinking will not work, or it will at least help us to conceive of the truth. These are all illustrations given. But in all the three examples, what they wanted to, one major point is that sahaja srishti, that there is no effort involved. In the growth of the hair, there was no effort involved for us. It just simply grows. Even the growth of the herbs, there is no effort involved. It simply grows, it simply gets perished also. Even in the spider also, there might be a little idea of some effort involved. So, to remove that, they have given these two examples, which is saying that there is no effort involved. It is called sahaja srishti. The whole universe is coming on the consciousness or Brahman. Just it comes easily, sahaja. That is why it said that a knower, when he knows the truth, he becomes sahaja. Sahaja means there is no, really speaking, there is no kartritva, bhoktritva in it. There is no effort. That is why God also is explained with various contradictory terms. On one hand, He is the supreme bhokta, He is the supreme karta. In other places you will find He is the akarta, He is the abhokta. It is true that because everything is created out of it, He is creating. But on the other hand, He is not creating with any kartritva buddhi. It is a sahaja srishti. Like that you may find that the knower, why is he so active? He must be having lot of desires, because we find that our motivation is desire. No, there is no desire at all. Whatever needs to be done, he goes on doing till the body falls. Whatever to be done, whatever he feels like, he goes on doing. His work becomes sahaja. Even samadhi also, initially it is effortful. You want to achieve samadhi in meditation also, so you put your effort for samadhi. But afterwards, when you know the truth, there is no effort for samadhi. Then it is called sahaja samadhi. That means whatever he does, whatever he is engaged in, there lies his samadhi, because he does not miss his identity, real identity, or the Brahman anywhere at all. Because we are missing, to get in touch with it, we have to get into meditation. Suppose this book we are seeing, the book is revealed by the consciousness. But our focus is immediately on the book. But what is the revealer of the book? Book is, the light might be passing through the eyes, but thereafter, it is all nerve signals which are electrical signals. In the brain also it is all electrical, electrochemical signals and all. There is no vision, nothing there. The whole thing, the whole jugglery takes place in the consciousness. Unless the consciousness reveals, we will not know. Although the eyes will work, even the brain may function or not function, the symbols might be there, but without the consciousness you will not know anything. Like a robo it will become. It will not reveal anything. The robo can do whatever we are doing, even more than that. But the fellow doesn't know what he is doing. He doesn't know anything. That revealer part is missing. So we are missing. Everything is revealed by the consciousness. But because right from birth, our focus is always on small things. Because from birth we are, at that time we were interested in some dolls or something. Then later on the interest changed, we became interested in something else. But the fact is that we are always interested in some limited objects or objective situation. So the focus is always on the object, it is never on the subject. That is why we miss the revealer and our focus is always on the revealed. We are caught up with the revealed and we miss the revealer. Otherwise, in every perception, the revealer is the real thing present. Unless the book appears in the consciousness, we will not know the book. So what is there? The book is really made of consciousness alone. This grossness of the book, paper or so, it is an expression in the consciousness. Just as you write in air, elephant you write, or you write a clock, both are same. It is made of air. You design something in the air, or you design something with a chalk. Everything is made of chalk. It is our concept. From one we see a human being, another chalk you make a design, you see a clock, you see a book, like that. But it's all made of chalk. Like that, whatever is revealed, whether it is gross or subtle, gross means outside, external world, objects, situations, or it is the internal thoughts, the thoughts of my mother, father or office, boss or employee. All these thoughts, where are they generated? They are all appearing in the consciousness. We are missing the consciousness. The moment the office thought comes, that office becomes an object in my thought. Generally the office is outside, but I am creating the office in my own mind and my focus is on that office. If the mother's thought comes, who is generating the mother? It is in the consciousness. When it is not outside, we don't have any doubt that it is only in the mind. But then also we are missing by which it is generated. So, truly speaking, it is the revealer getting manifest as many. But because our focus is on small objects, or we are not able to see the revealer. Our focus is always on the revealed. That is why in Kenopanishad it is said, Pratibodha viditam matam amritatvam hi vindate. When do we attain immortality? When we find the truth in every perception, not in meditation, not in puja, but every perception there is nothing other than the truth. Pratibodha, bodha means perception. Pratibodha viditam matam amritatvam hi vindate. Then he becomes immortal, because then he resides in the unchanging consciousness or Brahman or soul or Paramatma, whatever you may say, that never changes, in which all the changeful universe, the multiply changeful universe is always appearing to be. It is coming up, going away. But nothing happens to that. So he finds that there is no birth, there is no death. There is only consciousness alone. Birth and death means it is a limited expression in the consciousness. So, they will always, through the examples, they will try to bring our focus to this revealer from the revealed. That if you remember, then our understanding will be deeper. Now, in the first verse we recited today, he says, Tad etat satyam. That is the truth. Tad etat satyam. What is the truth? He is giving an illustration. Yatha sudiptat pavakat Vispulingaha sahasrashaha prabhavante sarupaha. He says, well-lit fire, from which we see many, Spulinga means sparks. There are thousands of sparks coming out. Now the sparks, are they not also fire? They are fire only, but they come with a different form, as if they are all separated. They are all the fire. From the fire they are coming. And they are getting dissolved also in the fire. But they are appearing to be different. So he says sahasrashaha means thousands of spulingaha, the sparks, they are coming Sarupaha. They are of the fire, they are having the same identity of the fire, but they are coming with a form. That is why they become visible to us separately, with a separate identity. By saying, what do they point out? They say that the soul is not different. It is appearing to be different because of its association with the body-mind personality through which it is getting manifested. That is the truth. Tatha aksharat vividha somya bhavaha prajayante tatra cha eva apiyanti. Prajayante means gets generated, and apiyanti means again it goes, yanti means gets dissolved in it. He says, Tatha aksharat vividha bhavaha. Somya means he is addressing Shaunaka. Angiras is addressing Shaunaka as Somya, means good-natured, auspicious person, that calm, desire-free person. Somya means it's a calm person we refer to. Hey Somya, O Shaunaka, Tatha aksharat vividhaha bhavaha prajayante. Tatra chayeva apiyanti. All the vividha bhavaha. Bhava means manifestation, whatever is manifest. Generally, bhava means anything that is produced, that is manifest in the world is called bhava. It can be living, it can be non-living also. But we can assign another deeper meaning to the bhava also. Bhava, generally we say whatever is appearing in our mind. Is it not so? We refer to that as bhava. When anything in the mind becomes perceptible, that becomes a bhava. Suppose we have jealousy, that is a bhava. We have love, that is a bhava. That means it has a certain identity different from others. Love is different from jealousy or hatred. So they are different bhavas in the mind. Now in this entire universe, in one sense you can consider this infinite variety of manifestation. On the other hand, the Upanishad is pointing out to us that they are all in our mind. They are all bhavas only. The gross, when you see, the grossness also is our bhava. See, as just now I said that when you see the book, ultimately you are seeing the book which is in your consciousness. It is a bhava in the consciousness. And what is it made of? Made of the consciousness. So can we ever miss the Brahman? Can we ever miss God? Can we ever miss our real soul or Paramatma? We cannot. It is only our limited perception which we have got habituated right from birth, not even birth. In our cells it is there, because generation after generation people have been interacting with the objects, small multifarious objects, the differential perceptions. So it has got ingrained in our cells, and from birth onward we are further consolidating, crystallizing those differential bhavas. So to have the perception of the truth, we have to treat this fragmented mind, and by the repeated contemplation on this unified truth, of this one truth, the uniform truth, we have to treat all our differential bhavas. In Shastras it is said, Abheda Darshanam Jnanam. What is knowledge? Abheda Darshanam. Our vision is Bheda Darshanam. This is good, this is bad, I like that person, I don't like this person. These are all Bheda Bhava. All the differences will remain in the objective world and also in the mental world. But in that difference we have to perceive the Abheda. The difference will be only an appearance on the Abheda. The reality will be the Abheda. So, in the mind as they are produced, suppose I can take another example. The difficulty lies that always we think that the consciousness is limited in our body. I am different from others. So when we start finding out the soul, or say we want to find out where from that I sense is coming, where from, what is my real I, what is my real identity, will we not look within? Normally we are always looking external, outward. So to find out our real I, we will start looking within, because we have the idea that it is within the body. So our meditation will be looking within. So we start looking within, first inside body, then inside the mind, then inside emotion, inside buddhi. So we try to make our vision inward, inward, inward. But when we reach that point, what happens is that, suppose the whole world, as I said, is appearing in that consciousness. Now, this whole world, does it not contain my body, mind, personality also? As I know my body, mind, personality, is it not also an appearance in the consciousness? Generally, when we are looking within and trying to find out, we forget that. We find in our body, mind, personality, that consciousness is there, and in that the world is appearing. But truly speaking, my body, mind, personality is a part of the world which is appearing in the consciousness. Are you able to follow? Yes. Then can we call it inside the body? The body, mind, personality, which is a part of the entire universe, the whole universe is appearing in that consciousness. So this consciousness cannot be limited by the body, mind, personality at all. So when we really forget the whole world and get to that I, we understand that it is not within the body. The whole universe is appearing in this. So that is how the whole universe, including my body, mind, personality, they are all bhavas. Vividha bhavaha. They are all bhavas appearing in that truth, the self, the consciousness. It is no more within the body, isolated from us. The moment we have difficulty in understanding any point of the truth, if you think about it, ruminate about it, the difficulty will be solved. We are always stuck at that point because we consider that our consciousness is divided by the body, mind, personality. There comes the problem. They will give so many examples. Suppose the sun, which is reflected by so many waves, when there are waves on the lake, you will see thousands of suns. Each wave will reflect the sun. Now, what is the real sun? That is one only, it is there. But each wave is reflecting that. When the waves are pacified, the surface is absolutely still. Then how many suns are there in the reflection also? It becomes one. Similarly, you can think of as if a light, suppose sunlight is coming from the top, and you hold a small mirror. With the reflected beam of the mirror, can you not see the world? We can move and see the world with that. And what you see will be partly governed by the mirror also. Suppose the mirror is red, then whatever you see will become red. If the mirror is distorted, whatever you see will become distorted. It will be governed by the qualities of the mirror. Is it not so? Now, where from the real light is coming? Is it from the mirror? It is coming from the sun, but the mirror doesn't feel that. It seems that as if it is coming from here. Like that, we feel that this consciousness which is revealing the world is coming from the body only. It is a product of the body. To the scientists generally, material scientists, it is a product of the body. In our Shastras, this consciousness which we generally feel in our body is called Chit Abhasa. Chidabhasa is the term used. Chidabhasa means Chit Abhasa. It is not the Chit. Chit means consciousness. Chidabhasa means which is like the consciousness, appearing to be the consciousness. The real Chit is not that. Real Chit, there is no division. You cannot see it as an object. The other day I said. The Chit is which is revealing to you. The revealer. So Chit you cannot say, oh, this is the Chit, this is the consciousness. Then this is not the Chit, it is revealed by your Chit, by the consciousness, it is revealed by that. So, truly speaking, the mirror is only reflecting the real light, but it doesn't know that the one light, suppose you have thousands of mirrors placed in the same sunlight. Each is reflecting in its own manner, and they are thinking, it's all my light, we are revealing it is coming from me. Everybody is thinking it is my light, but they are all deluded because the real light is coming from there. Now, what happens in samadhi is if you turn the mirror slowly towards the sun. What are you trying to do in samadhi? You are trying to know where from the I is coming. I means the revealer, the consciousness. So you are trying to focus your attention, which is of the body, your mind, intelligence, attention, to the point from where the I-ness is coming, where from the consciousness is coming.